you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
What's up YouTube, and in today's video I'm gonna show you guys literally every dribble move I know, bro. I'm not joking. Every dribble move I know. This video is probably like 30 minutes, bro, but I don't care. If you watch it, you will literally learn how to dribble. I explained it perfectly. I already filmed it. But yeah, before you watch it, you guys need to do two things. Number one, go to your settings. Look how slow 2K is. Okay, go to your controller settings and then put your pro stick orientation on absolute. If it's not on absolute, everything I'm saying is not going to make sense, or it's just not going to work. So if it's on camera relative, change it to absolute and you'll be fine. Also, put on my SIGS right here. So yeah, crossover, you can use this or Pro 2. Yeah, normal 3 or Pro 2 cross. Behind the back, Pro 6 or Pro 3, but for this one, I put on Pro 6. You can put on Pro 3, doesn't really matter. But for your spin, use either Pro 4, Basic 2, which I don't own on this player, but yeah, Pro 4, Basic 2, or Pro 3. Hesitation Pro 1. Everything else is up to you. Oh, also, size of packages, Kyrie or Pro 3. And yeah, that's all you guys need to know. Enjoy the dribble tutorial. It's everything I know. Happy belated Christmas. And I'll see you guys in my court. Alright, so first I'm going to show you guys the simple stuff, then I'm going to show you guys the advanced stuff. So I'm going to show you guys the STEEZO roll. I'm going to show you guys instant behind the back. I'm going to show you guys the little side moonwalk like that. I'm going to show you guys combos, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that, like cross, go backwards basically. So yeah, those are a couple of the moves I'm going to show you guys. So first, let's get into the STEEZO roll. It's super easy. So yeah, all you have to do, the way I do it is I do it off of a standing spin. So all you have to do is stand in one spot like this and rotate your right stick in a circle. So it spins like that, right? So once you do that, once this animation starts, you just hold your left stick forwards and then the spin will get faster and it'll look like that, right? So then after you do that, all you have to do is once, right before the ball hits your other hand, when you do the fast spin, you just hold your left stick back and hold turbo. And then, or it's slightly diagonal. So since I'm spinning that way, down and then diagonal. So like right there, and then hold turbo. So it's right before the ball hits your other hand off of the spin. So it's like that. So you just start the standing spin, move your left stick forward during it, and you'll get this animation, like that. And then once that starts, right before the ball hits your other hand, hold your left stick back and hold turbo. So yeah, that's how you do the STEEZO roll. Out of it, you can do a couple of things. You can do the half spin like that. You can do the instant behind the back like this. And yeah, or you can just shoot off of it, like boom, tap, or flick up, tap L2, or you can just flick down and it'll do it behind the back off of it, and you can shoot off of any of those. So yeah, that's how you do the STEEZO roll. So now let's get into the instant behind the back, which is super easy and it looks good. So yeah, for this move, you can do it off of a couple of moves. Let's say you do it behind the back and then spin. Yeah, so the instant behind the back, and then you spin off it by just rotating your right stick and having on the spin I have on, which is Pro 4. You can use Pro 3 too, it has the same spin in it. So yeah, do that, spin off of it, and then boom, you just flick up then down while holding turbo, and it looks like this. Up then down, that's all you have to do. So just spin off of something, up then down. So yeah, I did it off the STEEZO roll. You can do it off of a spin, or let's say you get a rebound or somebody like clamped you, just start running out, up then down, and you're right by them. So yeah, that's how you do the instant behind the back. That's how you do the STEEZO roll. So now let's get into the dribbling backwards. So all you have to do is start a combo with a half spin. So half spin between the legs, half spin. So after, yeah, this doesn't really matter. Once you do the half spin, hold your left stick forward and diagonal, but more to the side than forwards. It'll look like that, and that just gets the rhythm going. Like if you hold it straight forward, the defender's most likely going to cancel the animation and it's going to look weird. So yeah, after you do the half spin, just hold your left stick to the outside and slightly diagonal, and then once you do that, flick your right stick diagonal to do it between the legs, and then you just do another half spin. So to do a half spin, if you guys didn't know, just rotate your right stick in a quarter circle from the side to the top like that. If it's in my other hand, it would look like this. So yeah, just do a half spin, then hold your left stick diagonal, slightly or more so to the side, but diagonal, then between the legs, and another half spin. Boom, and now you're right there, right? So once you're right there, all you have to do is do a cross behind, which looks like this, or you do it between the legs and then a cross behind. So I showed you guys how to do the between the legs. Just flick diagonal, and to do the cross behind, just literally to the side and then down, to the side and then down. And while you're doing these moves, your left stick should follow the way your player is facing. So look, I'm facing to the side while I'm doing the cross behind, so I'm holding it there and I'm flicking to the side and down. If you don't, then it'll look like this, and your player will go straight. The defender's gonna cancel that, and it's just like really not doing anything. So once you do that, you do the half spin, between, cross behind, while with your left stick following the way your player is facing, or else it won't work. All you have to do to dribble backwards is, boom, once I'm right here, all you have to do is hold your left stick to the other side and then flick down, and it'll do it behind the back. So it should look like this, cross behind, and right as it does the behind the back off of the cross behind, so once it's boom, cross, and once it's going behind your back, that's when you hold your left stick to the opposite side and then flick down, and like hold your left stick to the other side and flick down. So it should look like this, boom, boom, and boom. As soon as the behind the back starts, left stick to the other side, and then once the animation finishes, you just flick down, and boom, you're to the other side. So you can do the behind the back to switch sides, you can do the crossover to switch sides, or between the legs, and then you can do a crossover again, boom. So yeah, that's how you switch sides. So let's say I do that, right? And then, okay, so let me just give you a combo with what I've showed you guys so far. So I come down, I do this, cross behind to the other side, half spin L2, and then STEEZO roll back. Now I'm wide open. That's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. And I've only showed you guys 2 moves. So, what else? Okay, so once you do the behind the back to switch sides, there's a couple of things you can do. The main one that I do is a half spin. So just start the combo again to the other side, and then boom, I do a half spin. It gets you facing straight. Off of that, you can do a behind the back. That works to get you open, which I showed in the intro. Half spin, behind the back. And then off of the behind the back, you can double cross, you can do whatever, or you can just drive. You can also do a double crossover off this. And then you can also just tap L2. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. So I've showed you guys the instant behind the back like that, showed you guys the STEEZO roll, and I've showed you guys how to dribble backwards. The next move, this is probably the hardest move so far, but definitely the best and most versatile. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. So let me just show you guys what it looks like. It's the move where I do this. I can do it behind the back off of it. You can do any moving move off of just standing still. So I just did it behind the back off of it. You can do this glitchy spin off of it. You can do a between the legs off of it. You can also, what else is there? Oh, you can half spin off of it. Hold on. You can half spin off of it. Yeah, you can literally do anything, but the most important ones are the behind the back, because boom, see, now I'm wide open. If I'm just standing here dribbling, right, and then all of a sudden I use it, I'm wide open in the paint. Like that, just like that, and a defender can't cancel it. That's the best thing about it. In 2K20, a lot of dribble moves can get canceled, but this little walk back can't get canceled. So that gets you wide open for a 2. Off of the spin, there's a couple things you can do to get open for a 3. Off of the spin, I do this. Hold on. So to get open off of the spin, all you have to do is a behind the back, like that. To get open for a 2, all you have to do is double cross, like this. So yeah, let me show you guys how to do it. It's pretty simple. So let's say you have on Pro 3 sides of package like me. You can do it off of anything. You can do it off of an escape. You can do it off of between the legs. You can do it off of a little hezzy cross, anything. But if you have on Pro 3, what I would recommend to learn it is just a standing between the legs. So like once you get it down, okay, you can like momentum. You can just mix it into your combos and everything. Do what I showed you before. But when you're first learning, I would recommend just start with the between the legs. So once you do the between the legs, you hold turbo and you hold your left stick diagonally to your non-ball side hand. So it's gonna look like this. Boom. And once you get that animation where you just throws the ball over, all you have to do is hold turbo, like continue to hold turbo. You don't have to let go. And then hold your left stick to your player's back. And once you start holding your left stick to your player's back, he's gonna start walking back. Once that starts, all you have to do is you don't have to change anything. Once you do that, just let go of turbo and do whatever you want. Behind the back, between the legs, spin like I showed earlier. So, okay, so let's say, yeah, so just boom, between the legs. And then once you do the between the legs, continue to, or yeah, no, you don't hold turbo during the between the legs, so you just do the between the legs. Then you hold turbo and your left stick to your non-ball side hand to get that animation. Or it's diagonally back, and you'll get that animation. Once you get that, you're golden. You don't have to let go of turbo. After you do that, you just, instead of holding your left stick diagonal, after you get this animation, you just hold it towards your player's back. So boom, and my player starts to walk back. Off of that, you can do anything. Like I showed you guys, between the legs, looks like this. And then to get open off of the between the legs, there's a couple things you can do. So if you want to get open for a 3 off of the between the legs, you just do the move, crossover, step back, green. I showed you guys that in the intro. If you want to get open for a 2 off of this, you double cross off of it like that. So between the legs, single cross for a wide open 3. Between the legs, double cross for a wide open 2. And yeah, that's what you can do off of the between the legs. For the behind the back, boom, you're wide open. Like, it's as simple as that. But if you really want a 3, let's say I start a little farther back, like here, behind the back, and then I cross out, wide open for a 3. So yeah, that's how you get open for a 2 and a 3 off the between and the behind. Now for the spin, it looks complicated, but it's super easy. All you have to do is, so when I start the combo, let's say the ball is in my left hand, right? Then I do the between the legs, the throw over, and then I do the little walk back thing like this, right? And now I'm walking. So all you have to do is, so let's say, yeah, you're in park. In your MYCAREER, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna get this animation more, where my player does like a little circle if I let the animation play out. But in park, it's not like that. It's way easier to do the spin. So I'd say, like, I'd recommend for the between and the behind, it works anywhere, MYCAREER, park. But for the spin, it works better in park. But all you have to do for the spin is the same move, and then once your player starts walking forwards, you just so the way I do it, if the ball starts in your left, between walk back, and then I rotate my left stick from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock like this. Boom, and then he does the spin, right? Off of the spin, you can do a couple things. The first thing, I'm gonna show you guys what I showed you guys earlier. Between, double cross, or cross behind, you know, and then dribble backwards like I showed you guys earlier. So 9 to 12, boom, right after the behind the back like I showed you earlier. STEEZO roll, instant behind the back, like boom. Like these are, it's so easy to combo these moves and they're not hard in 20. So yeah, that's how you do the spin off of it. And then like I showed you guys earlier, to get open for a 3, boom, just behind the back off of it. And then to get open for a 2, just double cross. Like this. Boom, now I'm wide open for a 2. You can also just do one crossover off of the spin. And then you're open for a 3, like that. But the behind the back gets you way more space. So yeah. And then you can also triple behind the back. Like that. So off of the spin, you just literally flick right after you do the spin, flick down twice really quickly without holding turbo, and then flick it one more time and hold your left stick to the side. Like that. And now I'm open for a 3, right? So yeah, I showed you guys how to dribble backwards, showed you the instant behind the back, showed you guys a little walk back thing, showed you the STEEZO roll. What else is there? Oh, the half spin off of the little walk back thing. I just call it throw over because you throw it over and then you start the move. So just like you do the spin, instead of rotating from 12 to 9 o'clock, you rotate from 9 to 12 o'clock. So it's gonna look like this. Boom. There's 2 animations you'll get. There's that one, which is ugly, but yeah, I just don't like that animation. It's random. 2K20, a lot of dribbling is random. Or you'll get that one, which is amazing. So if you get the ugly one, you can literally just flick up off of it and you'll be wide open for a 3. Boom. Now I'm open for a 3. But it looks like trash. And then there's the other one that looks beautiful. Off of that one, please. Off of that one, you can just boom, behind the back. Now I'm open. You can behind the back to the paint, and it'll look like this. And now you're open. You can double behind, and then do another behind the back, just like you did with the full spin. But mainly off of this one, I used it like in my combos. So let's say, like, I did something like this.
Trusting your spirit, yes.
Boom.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm doing everything. I'm only doing moves I've showed you guys so far. Boom. And then boom. And it gives me the other one. But yeah, it's randomized. The half spin is randomized, so I wouldn't count on it like in a clutch situation. The spin, all the other ones work every time. But the half spin, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like sometimes it gives you the ugly one. You just have to try it. But yeah, the spin between the legs, behind the back, crossover, everything works every single time off of this move, other than the half spin, because it gives you 1 or 2 randomized animations. So yeah, now let me show you guys how to like clean it up and make it look good. So instead of just every time being like, oh, let me get into my left hand between the legs, and then starting it and it looks unclean and you just look dumb. So all you have to do is learn combos off of it. So first of all, you can do it off of an escape like that. So if you hold turbo and flick your right stick down, it does an escape like that. You can do the walk back off of that and it looks like this. And then you can also do it off of, the between the legs. You can do it off of, you can do it off of this little hezzy thing like this. What in the, like this. You can do it off of the standing behind the back, like the Trae Young type behind the back from last year. Like that. Let me actually finish it. And yeah, you can do it off of any standing move. So let's say in your SIGS package, if you do a double between the legs, it looks good, right? So yeah, you can do that and then do the walk back and it'll look like that. So boom, hold on. So yeah, Pro 3 has a good double between the legs, so I could do that and then that. But mainly the ones that I do that work every time and are quick is a momentum between the legs, and then you do it so like this, So yeah, that looks clean. So I come down the court, right? And then I do the combo I showed you guys in the beginning. Behind the back, half spin, L2 step back, and then off of that you can momentum between, throw over, and it'll look something like this if this was bigger. Boom, and that's a clip right there if I'm in park. So yeah, the momentum between the legs into the throw over looks good like that. Sometimes the momentum is like spotty on 20, so you can just do the hezzy like that. And to do that move, you just hold turbo and flick to your non-ball side hand. So you can just do that, then in between the legs, and then do it. Or you can just straight up do it off of the escape. Okay, escape, and yeah, and then you can just mix all of these together. So let's say, yeah, I do the escape and then the behind the back. You can do the half spin and start the combo off of that, and it looks like this. Like, I don't know why there's a barrier here. Boom, and then half spin, and now I'm in the same old combo, right? So I'm saying you guys don't have to do that combo every time, like where I do the half spin and then reverse every time. I can just come down and then half spin there and score off that between the legs. Like, you don't have to dribble extra earlier game. It just looks dumb half the time. They don't even guard you. So early game, let's say I just score off that behind the back. Now next time I come down, he'll think I'm doing a behind the back after I do that half spin. So right there, he's gonna run to the paint, and it's just gonna make him look dumber if you progressively do these moves throughout the game. So yeah, boom, like that's a whole, you know, combo right there. Just chain these together, right? And then for the STEEZO roll, if you guys are having trouble with that, it's really all timing and angling. The angle is like right there. If you're looking at my hand cam, right there. That's where you hold it. It works every time. And yeah, for the STEEZO roll, you can do it out of a combo. Let's say you end with an L2, like where you stop, spin your stick, spin back, and yeah, you can just L2 and shoot it. But yeah, the main way that I use the STEEZO roll, if you guys have watched my jump shot video, I was literally spamming this, is if the shot clock's low or you already sold your clip or like they fouled you, only have 14 seconds left, just stand right about here. Like, let's say, okay, you can stand at the 3-point line and do it, and it'll look like this. So if you're at the 3-point line, do the STEEZO roll and then just flick down, and it creates space, but not that much space. Like, I'm saying this is for the 3-point line because like if you tap L2 from the 3-point line, it literally puts you at half court, right? And you can't really shoot from there every time. So or unless you watch my build video, but you just stand here, right? Do the STEEZO roll and then do the behind the back. But you can just walk to the free throw line, and this works a lot because if the shot clock's low, they're like, oh, you're just struggling for a bucket. Do the little spin, STEEZO roll out of it, and then flick up, and it'll create a lot more space. That's why you do it at the free throw line, so you don't end up at half court. Boom, and then just flick up, and you're wide open for a 3. So yeah, those are pretty much all the moves I'm gonna show you guys. I'll show you guys some clips with it in just a second, but yeah, just learn how to combo these together. And like, oh, another thing you can do the throw over off of is the reverse behind. So if you do the if you do the instant behind the back and you let go of turbo, it'll give you that sham god animation like that, and off of that you can just straight up start the throw over, and it'll look like this. Hold on. There's a good animation. It'll look like that. So yeah, if I come down and then momentum between, behind the back, spin back, straight into the throw over, and boom, I'm into a whole combo right there. L2, step back, and I'm at the 3-point line, so I STEEZO roll into it behind the back. So yeah, if you just like learn these couple of moves and just learn how to connect them, it's pretty simple. There's not too many moves to learn in 20. It's all about how you use them. And yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it. If you guys want to learn some really advanced moves, get this video like 200 likes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna play out some clips, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, turn on noties because I can stream soon. Merry belated Christmas because it's the day after Christmas right now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.